Hello and welcome back to the Daggerwin Multifarm with Freddy on Farming Simulator 25. You joined me this morning, little perplexed. Hold on, we've got a motorbike. Oh, it belongs to the other farm. What's it doing up here? Never mind. You joined me this morning, little perplexed, shall we say, as to why our silos are full. We've managed to miss the peak sell price for clothes by 2 months, so the price has dropped too low to sell them, so it's going to have to wait another year. And albeit we've got 3 fields planted, but when looking at the soil composition, they need more fertiliser. That one needs lime, as well as more fertiliser. And didn't get rolled either. Yay. So, first things first, rather than sorting out my usual pallets and animals and that sort of stuff, my first priority is going to be to get these fields up to the standard they need to be. And the reason why I'm a little bit perplexed with it is really this should have been taken care of. Because if they're not up to scratch, it's going to quickly reach the point where they're nearly fully grown and we're losing a lot of money through not fertilising, which makes no sense to me. Now thankfully we have a decent width fertiliser spreader. You know, it's quite easy to do this job. It is just literally a case of, oh look, drive up and down the field and, oh look, 100% fertilised. The reason it perplexes me is although it's fertiliser and fertiliser is expensive in game, it always has been, the extra yield you get outweighs the cost of it. If we're not making the fields as productive as we can be, we are actually losing money versus what we could be earning. Just through the simple thing of making sure the fields are ploughed when they need ploughing, limed when they need liming, fertilised to 100%, and rolled. Admittedly, rolling is the lowest one because it's only 2%. Ploughing is 20%. If it's not done, that's a 20% loss in yield. Fertiliser, that's 40%. That's huge. I can't remember exactly what the reduction is for lime. But again, it's a simple thing that we can do to ensure these fields are as productive as they can be, meaning we get the most profit. More profit, bigger machines. Bigger machines, bigger fields. Bigger fields means we can vary what we have more. Yesterday, after I finished the video, Addy jumped on and we got our 3rd dairy, which was so sorely needed because it now means the buffalo milk, the goat's milk that we were having in surplus now has a place to go. So the dairies should be, because I've not actually checked on them. There we go, they're all running quite nicely. Not sure why that's not activated. Trying to check on this at the same time that I'm doing this. That's got milk in it, so not sure why that was selling. Right, so that's now all sorted and taken care of. And get back to actually fertilising. You know, it's quite a simple thing to take care. Why is my steering suddenly just stopped working? There we go. It's a simple thing to take care of, making sure the fields have got lime. We've got plenty of lime. Got a decent working with lime spreader. Same with fertiliser. We've got plenty of fertiliser. Everybody can buy more. I don't get why it's not taken care of. It's, whether the guys just ran out of time or... I mean, it is in its first stage of growth, so more than likely they have got it planted. They have got these 2 cotton fields rolled, so that is a positive. Definitely a positive. Because you can't roll it after it's grown. It just means before it gets to its next stage of growth, which would be effectively the end of this current month and current in-game day, still a lot of trees here to bring across as well. I've not checked on the sawmill, but I'm sure that's probably empty now as well. We're keeping all these productions, the animals going. These are the things that are making us big, passive money. That can afford us the time to just sit in the fields making more money. Now, it's not that difficult to keep them filled. It really isn't. You're talking maybe 40,000 litres of wood a month, which with the bigger trees is not a lot. With the smaller trees, it's 6 of them. It's not a lot. Quick top up, quick sort of pallets, quick feed of the animals, and it's done. The sheep and the goats are easy. Chuck 3 bales in front of them and it does for about 4 or 5 months. Just, oh look, yep, there's bales there, leave them alone. It's not a lot. It's little things that should be taken care of quite easily that are not being done. It means when I jump on, it's empty, and then I'm sat here wondering how long it's been empty and how much more it's going to be to get it sorted. Because I want these fields productive. I know people prefer field work over everything else, but I can't be on all the time. And same as the other people that have been on taking care of these things, we can't be on all the time taking care of this. We've got other things to do as well. We want to be doing other things like working in the fields. But a little 5 minutes first thing in the morning, get a couple of you doing it, you can be done by... Well, we usually start the mornings around 7 AM, in-game time. You can be done by 9 o'clock on your own. With help, you can be done by 8 o'clock. That still leaves the rest of the day to play about in the fields. Yeah, I missed a little bit up in the corner. Oh, we'll get it. You know, it's about managing your time and what needs to be done. There's plenty of time for field work. I can usually find time with doing everything to get field work done. Usually get a field planted or a field harvested or something that needs doing. I mean, the idea is we're going to expand this farm, more fields. But we need people to be actively doing these fields. Ooh, that reminds me, I wanted to check on the in-game productions, the playground and the historic grain mill, I think it is. See, they've actually progressed. We did deliver items to them yesterday. I delivered the rope that had been manufactured from the second batch of sheep, our actual third sheep pen, and Addy had delivered a load of roof tiles after managing to quite spectacularly flip the truck. Picture on our Discord. Awesome, Addy. I expect nothing less from you. I want to see if those productions have actually moved along. So we've delivered the required materials, or the last of the required materials for the current step they should be on. So that should be quite interesting. I'm certainly interested to see those actually progress and eventually complete as well. Because I do love... Right, why is my... There we go. I'm not sure what's going on with my steering wheel there. Not the worst thing in the world. One quick run down here, and I'll be pretty much these two fields complete. Those little bits, I'm not going to worry about them. And get up here, get this field done. We're not doing 34, 35 for those eagle-eyed among us, because they're currently full of trees. So fertilising that ground, and we plan to reuse those fields for trees again to feed the sawmill. No point fertilising them, it's just a waste of fertiliser. Not just that, the grass has actually grown to a state you can't fertilise it anyway, because they were grass fields. And I think a top up of fertiliser is definitely in order. Not sure if this field's been mulched, but another field that needs planting. It's all busy, busy, busy. What takes the time at the moment is loading the stones, which I get. Some people don't like doing it. I wish there was an easier way to do it. Could look at a belt system. To be fair, we've probably got the money for it. And the first thing we need to do, I need to speak to Addy about it this morning, because I don't have the relevant permission, is an expansion to our silo, because we have currently run out of capacity, which is not good. We're running out of capacity. It means we are, one, not selling stuff on time, and two, we're in a bit of a pickle where we actually need more space, because we need to free up the trailers ready for more harvests. I'm hoping I've actually caught these fields early enough. Whoop! Bit of drifto tracto there. Now, I'm hoping I've caught these fields early enough where I can actually get them limed, because unfortunately our lime spreader has got wide tyres, which means if the crop is too big or over its first growth stage, it will destroy the crop, which obviously we don't want. But by the look of it, because this tractor's got wide tyres as well, by the look of it, we are still within that first growth stage, so we can get this done. Ideally, you want to lime the fields prior to actually planting. My usual way of looking at it, plough first, if required. If it's not required, don't do it. Pick the stones, lime if required. Big patch there, missed again. Or is that some hail damage there? Interesting. Sorry, I digress. Yeah, lime if required. If your planter doesn't have fertiliser, fertilise, plant, then fertilise again after rolling. So plough if needed, lime if needed, fertilise if your planter or seeder doesn't have fertilise capability, roll, then fertilise again. Field 100% done. Ready. I've always done it that way, it works well, and you can get everything 100% fully fertilised and done before the first growth stage. If your planter or seeder does have a fertilised capability, don't fertilise, just skip straight to planting. But you can't then fertilise after you've rolled. You've got to wait for this first growth stage, which usually, beginning of the month, just sleep overnight, get out, get it fertilised, job done. Quick, simple, easy. As you can see, I'm making this a priority, because if we move time on, we're going to start losing. We don't want to be losing, because that's money. We don't want to be losing money. Same as I want to get this field 38 as well. Potatoes. We've got the potato harvester, so it's effectively a free crop. Yes, it's quite heavily damaged from hail, but it's still free crop. Also coming down here actually, let's have a look. Cement factory, still got some in from where I dropped them yesterday. Oil mill running, potato processing plant running. Route makers run, nearly run out. It's little things like this that should be easy, and that way other people jumping on as well can go, oh right, okay, this is done, that's done. You can get on with more field work, which we all want to be doing. Unfortunately, the offset of the field's slightly narrower than we are widthwise. Unfortunate, one of those things. So I've got to ask the question, are we using our free fertiliser? I can't for this because we don't have the right applicator. But are we using the manure? Are we using the slurry? We're producing it. We're not selling it. So are we using it? I know Addy does. He likes it. I'm not a great fan of the slurry attachment we have. I think we definitely need the wider one. The same as the slurry transport tanker, so we can transport bigger quantities to the fields and not have to be driving all the way back to the farm every 2 minutes. Because the application rate of slurry is rather high. Same with manure. It's not quite as heavy as it is for slurry, but still not the slow rate that this solid fertiliser is, but this is costing us money. The other two are byproducts of us running cows and buffalo. And I'd love to see us field 38, field 41, 23, 19 and 20. I'd love to see us with all those fields and them being worked. That's the key thing. There's no point buying them if they're just going to sit there idle. That is always the big problem as farm manager. What do you do next? What do you buy next? Do you buy more land? Are you going to be able to work that land? Do you need to be buying... It looks like somebody has been doing some forestry work actually, because I definitely didn't leave that trailer there. In fact, there's been a few trees cleared around here actually. Nice. So whoever's done that, thank you. Because I did leave the sawmill completely full this morning when I jumped off. There was 136,000 litres in it with the tree that wasn't actually going to fill it. Same as the other thing I do, because I can do it, and so can everybody else. Topping these up. Look, nearly 10,000 litres in there now. Ready for the day shift. Drop this off and I'll get the lime spreader, wherever that happens to be at the moment. I didn't spot it earlier, so it'll be about somewhere. It always is. Not out here. There it is, just tucked inside. Now thankfully, as I crash into the tether, we only need to lime one field. It looks like it is full of lime as well. That is good. Using the Vulture because it doesn't get used a heck of a lot from what I've noticed. Now if you watch some of my other videos, I do try and give away the sort of tips and tricks I use for doing sort of animal feed or something like that. Just something that, just to help other people out that are not so familiar with it. I know some people don't like doing it because they don't know the ratio for TMR and don't want to mess it up, and which I get. But if you're not sure, ask. There's plenty of us normally on that can give you the answer. I'm happy to give said answer. Oh, someone's been removing stumps as well. Nice. Do I need to redo? Looks like I do. Steering assist. There we go. That should be. That is not taking by the look of it. That'd be because it's grown. Yes. We previously were able to do it in the first stage of growth? No. So we've effectively lost their yield bonus currently sat plus 82%. Normally, that would be at 97. So that can give you an indication of what we've lost by not liming the field, not rolling the field. No, it's only a little bit, but little bits when you're on hard economy do go a long way. It's all bits, so I'm not going to waste liming something that isn't going to take. That's why I do check as well, make sure it is taken. So we disable the lime, we're at 100% there on fertiliser now. So that's the fields caught up, so now I can get on with other jobs again. It's not so much the jobs I want to be doing. I don't want to be moving pallets all the time. I don't want to be feeding cows all the time. Unfortunately, it needs doing. And if I don't do it, it feels like at times, it's not going to get done. If it's not getting done, are we really earning a profit? I know some people might say, well, buffalo milk, we're overrun with it. Yeah. Is the capacity full? No. Are we using the slurry? More than likely. Well, we're not going to get any more slurry if the cows are not fed. Right, where's me telehandler? No, that's the wheel loader. Not tagged the place. Oh, still got me chainsaw on me. The server knows I like to cut trees. Skid steer. There's me telehandler. So, already know I'm gonna need. Yipes, we are desperately short of freaking straw, and I'm sure we had oat field planted. So it's been chopped again. Tut tut, frickin' tut tut. Right, need some more grass for them as well. Just get all 3. Because why the frick not? I'll get the grass moved first, then I can get the other bales out I require for a TMR mix. Get away from this noisy dairy as quickly as I can. A bit like here, this is going to keep these goats running for quite some time. 3 bells added. I won't need to do this again for a couple of days. A couple of real life days. So that was awesome. Don't need to touch it. Done. Check on the sheep, because I can see there we've probably got more grass bells. If not, we've got grass fields. At 36, 5,500 litre round grass bales. We've got 1 straw bale left. That is not good. I need 2 hay bales. And 3 silage bales. So that's my ratio for TMR. 1 straw, 2 hay, 3 silage. That will fill up this mixer, and the tractor's been left running by the look of it. Why is it blocked in? So I'm not going to be able to give the cows any straw for their bedding, because we have effectively run out, and I want to save the straw for the TMR, because it's going to take over 1 load of TMR to fill up their food. So I'm going to go through both the straw bales we've got left, meaning we've got none left. I didn't happen to see any straw bales in the field. So unless they happen to hide somewhere that I've not seen yet, we need to get some bit of server lag. Yep. There's a massive boost to my latency there. There we go, settled down. It's not often I go that high, actually. Usually go up in the 50s, 60s, but not usually up into the 200s. Does happen now and again. Not very often for me. I know some people struggle with it more depending on what region they're playing from. Perfectly understandable. Same as I've got a lot of patience for those that, because of latency, have an accident. Knock over bales or drive into me or something like that. Sometimes you just can't help it. Sometimes it's just a genuine mistake. It happens. I don't need to worry about it, so I don't. There's very few things that we can't fix easily. We've had a couple that we've not been able to fix, like bales going into ponds and different things. I'll tell you what, that was on Farming Simulator 22. I was farm manager for that, and give the other farm a massive, massive thank you for that one, actually, because they did come across and spent quite a bit of time actually trying to help us retrieve our, I don't know, whether it was bales or pallets. I think it was pallets, actually, out of the pond. They didn't have to, but they chose to. It was a massive, massive thank you. So I got asked to move some stuff out of their way when I was doing something. It was done. So 1 straw, 2 hay, 3 silage. Alright, 45,000 litres of total mixed ration. We have a look. There it is. I did that purely off memory, and look at that. That's a good ratio. All in the greens, that's good. Apart from mineral feed, which we are not doing. Because again, it feels like it's just a money sink for realism. Don't know if it actually has an effect or not. I've not actually sat and tested it because I'm just not that worried. I don't think the admins are either. What works is working. That is what's mattering. Our lovely cows some well-needed food. We have a look. Yeah, it's just pure total mixed ration. No hay, no silage, no grass. Surprised we haven't got meadow at this time of year. I imagine they've actually probably eaten through that where they were out of food. Again, it's a little job. How long is this actually taking me to do? Not very long. Again, little thing. Little things go a long way. Is there a feed? Is the TMR mixer empty? Yes. If the cows have still got food, fill the TMR mixer up ready for when it is needed. Little things. They do go a long way. Same as leaving vehicles where they're going to be needed. Little thing goes a long way. Sometimes I'm not sure where the second telehandler is at the moment. It's normally over at the other sheep barn. And it's not there currently. I don't know where it is. I will find out. I know Addy was using it down at the cement factory to load up the pallets because they don't auto-load. Which is completely fair. I'd actually left the truck down there for him after I'd delivered my rope. Which is literally just down the road from where the cement factory actually is. So it made sense, and I said to Addy, I've left it there for you if you want to do your tie-ups. And he went and did it and went, ooh, thank you. Again, little things go a long, long way to helping one another. Why am I trying to teleport when I can just literally walk 2 meters? It's probably a lot more, probably more like 5, but not the point. Let's get this. So that's 90,000 litres of TMR I've done in a very short space of time. I would love to have a silo where we can just mix it, throw it in, and you just throw it in as needed. Unfortunately, we don't have the capacity for that, because it would be a multi-fruit silo. And we're trying to avoid those, because they do get rather repetitive in this server for that. Looks like somebody's got the straw blower stuck. So if I leave it there like that, turn the engine off, that should keep giving them total mixed ration as they require. Right, let's go and have a look at the playground of that. I know the playground is down here. Let's visit. It's saying no rope needed for the next step. Don't know whether that's complete or not. It looks like it might need just another little touch of rope just to kick it over that point. And the one Addy was doing looks like, yep, the truck's still down here. The Grain Elevator Museum. It has progressed on. Nice. So it needs some wood beams and some planks. I think we can probably sell the last of these roof plates here, once we've got the opportunity. Yeah, another little thing. Oh look, let's sell it. Now we've got our truck back. Now Addy doesn't need to take care of it when he jumps on. So I can drive this back to the yard. Not that familiar with where I'm going on this side of the map. So left, second right, that puts me on the road I'm after. Perfect. I won't do an addy and hit the corners at max speed and flip. Fortunately, me real life driving experience tells me don't do that. That's why I don't tend to roll as much as you do, Addy. I slow down for the corners, especially when loaded. You can only go 50,000 miles an hour when you actually know you can go 50,000 miles an hour. What may be worth me doing actually is popping over. I'll leave this by the rope maker. Gives me an opportunity then to check in on the sheep down here. See if they need anything. Always thinking one step ahead, can I pop here? Can I do this? It does look... I don't know if that field actually got chopped or not. I can't remember what crop was in there. In fact, it should still be on the... I'm not sure if that was the soybean field or not. No. Wherever it is, it's now been chopped up. I'm sure we had oats planted before. I'm just wondering now what happened to that straw. In fact, by chance... Nope, just grass bells here, and we're in dire need of more grass. That helped getting close to that. Fortunately, I know I can't lift those. They need moving across. A couple of pallets of rope. That's good. So there's always these things to be getting on and doing. Always something. Always, always. Always something to be looking at. Interesting, interesting. What's that left there? Ah, the mulcher. Noisy. Noisy, noisy. Right, the question is, can we get a silo extension? Silo extensions. Which silo is it? I'm not sure if we can get a silo extension because it's that silo there. Yep. So it's just silo. It's 200,000 litres. I think it might be time to upgrade the silo. So we're going to need one of these soon. Especially if we keep doing potatoes. Yes, Addy, I think it might be time to replace and upgrade the silo. It's £40,000 there we're going to get back. I think it might be worth going for the $500,000. The Unia. Which one is it? Una 500 and OB 1000. there's definitely options for expanding that capacity, and I think that's what we need. But whether we can get, I don't know if we can get an expansion with these types, or whether we can add to, or they all add to our current one. I do not know. Definitely something we need, Addy. Definitely. Right, as we're pushing on time there, I shall leave the video there and catch up with you next time, and hopefully give you a tour of what we've actually decided to do. Because we definitely need to do something. Right, until next time, have fun all.